Good evening, and welcome to a Let's Play of Frostgrave 2nd Edition, which is just about out now from Osprey Games. I've been looking forward to this since I heard it was announced last year. I've been playing a lot of 1st Edition Frostgrave and haven't played for a couple of years. Since 2020 is the year of solo gaming, it's time to play through Perilous Dark. Perilous Dark is the expansion pack for Frostgrave with a solo or cooperative campaign. I think there's 10 scenarios. I've prepared the first one for tonight to get a grip, new rules. I've read the rulebook a couple of times, making a new wizard. So for those who don't know Frostgrave, the game is about a mage and his apprentice going into a rune city to try and secure treasure and spells from the old days and grow powerful. For this campaign, I've made some new miniatures, painted up some new guys, made a new team. Also, some of the spells were changed from the 1st edition. So I'm really looking forward to trying it. I might be a bit fussy on some of the rules since it's been such a long time, but the rulebook is here, the new one, and the expansion pack. So I'll guess we'll make it through. Please feel free to drop words in the chat, and I'll try to answer them as I go. I'll try to remember to take a look into the chat while playing. So. A few key mechanics for Frostgrave for the people who haven't seen it before. It uses opposed rolls. So in fighting and shooting, your guy and the one you're trying to interact with have different stats. You roll a d20 and you add the stat, and the highest number wins. Equals always go to the defender. All spells has a target number that the wizard has to beat with a dice roll. If he fails by too much, he'll take damage. If he passes, the spell is successful. All miniatures have a couple of activations. A part of the tactic in the game is that the wizard and his apprentice can group activate some of the soldiers, which is especially important here when going solo, because the wizard and up to 3 friends will activate first. Then the apprentice and 3 friends, and then all the enemy models on the board will activate, and then the remainder of the soldiers. So there's a good point in using the group activations to take out as many enemies as possible. All right, let's introduce the gang. So for this scenario or this campaign, I've been making a dwarf enchanter warband. And let's see if we can get the camera here to get sharp. Sky. Come on. There's some very nice shots earlier. There we go. Okay, so here we are. So this is my wizard. He's called Olaf Tungsten, and he's a dwarf enchanter. An old guy, has the experience, and he's in the city to find artifacts and power. So I'm thinking of him as an old dwarf who's already seen this and that in a long life. His apprentice is here. It's Bjornulf the Fair. He's a young dwarf, as shown by his brightly colored beard. Bjornulf the Fair is a bit vain. He likes himself. He likes his own abilities. I think he's very smart. With him are also, this is new for me, I haven't tried it before, is a captain. A captain from the Sellsword expansion. This guy, he's simply called Grim Eye. He only has one eye left. Grim Eye is an old, experienced captain. I've given him the ability to do some extra damage in a single fight roll. Then we have an archer, Birch, right there. Nice guy. He might be upgraded to a tracker later. Bow on his back, torch, miniature from Northstar. A crossbowman. This is Ulrich. No, Harald. Oaken. He's got a crossbow for some extra damage. He's carrying a weapon and some gear. Then we have an infantryman. This is Ulrich Dark Iron. He's got a two-handed weapon, an old bow on his shoulder. This is one of those gnarly veterans of the dwarf. Then we have, then I almost spent all my money on the team, so we have some thugs. Thugs are free in second edition. They don't cost money, so that's nice. So here's my first thug. His name is Arn. Then we have Biwa, who's also a thug. This is a metal model from Northstar. He came with the when you pre-ordered the dwarves. Another thug and a prospector. This is Sigurd. There's a pickaxe, a bunch of scrolls and maps from the cities, a lantern, and here we have Suit. Suit is a thief. I didn't really want to bring any thieves onto the team. I don't think thieves are fitting for dwarves, but they are quite good and they're fast. So I decided to bring a thief along for the ride anyways. Yeah, so that's the team. Inexperienced here in the beginning. The board I'll be playing on is a 2x5 board. There are 5 spawn points for vapor snakes that are snakes made from some kind of alchemical experiment that went wrong. And these spawn points will spawn vapor snakes each turn, and they're numbered from the corner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There are 2 treasures on this board that I can secure. And the objective is to get through and past those 2 ballista wielding golems and break down the barricade into this huge archway, and that's the entry to a weapon shop with loads of magical weapons from the old days. So that's why my dwarf and his band of adventurers are in the city. They're to pass this old marketplace and try and get into the old weapon shop. A scenario in Frostgrave ends when all miniatures are off the board, or if both treasure tokens leave the board. So I think that will be the tactic to get those off. All right, spells. So since this is a new mage, he has 8 spells. I've given him enchant weapon. I think that's pretty important. Elemental bolt. Oh, this is hard to see here. Strength. That'll make my fighters better. Leap. I don't know if I'm going to use it. Leap have been severely nerfed here in 2nd edition. And heal. Because it's always good to be able to heal my my minions. Then we have 3 out of game spells. Animal Companion, a witch spell. My mage, Olaf, he failed to summon an animal companion. So that sucks. He can write a scroll. He already succeeded that. So he'll be bringing an elemental bolt scroll into the city. That's a pure success. And animate construct. And he tried to build a medium construct for this game and he failed. So no construct, No animal companion, but he's ready to go. All right. So 5 different spells that I can use during this game. I'll be facing large and small vapor snakes and those 2 ballistic golems. I have to start within 4 inches of this corner down here, this edge, and cross the board over to the archway over there. And for reference, that was spawn point number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think the tactic, and there's no turn limit, but I will be swarmed in the end. So, and I hope I have enough minions. So within 4 inches, the starting area. So I think the plan will be to have my wizard Olaf and his apprentice Bjornolf go in separate directions and bring three minions each. So a couple of thugs for Bjornolf, thief, and a thug for my wizard, and then we'll bring the captain. The captain will go along with my spellcaster, my wizard, and the infantryman. He will go alongside Bjornolf, trying to protect him, and then we have the archer and the Crossbowman, and they have to be standing so they can get some clean shots off before they move, because then they'll have a better chance to hit. Oh, I just hit something here, so I've removed the chat. All right. So first up is my wizard. He gets to activate. He'll try and do a group activation. So he has to, all 3 models have to use their move action at the same time, and then their second action after that. And let's see, they all have 6 movement. So first up, I'm going to jump straight up here and get into combat with this vapor snake. That's 2 guys. I think the thief, he can make it as well. So suit, the thief is going up there, and then my wizard last. To be careful here. So yeah, he'll move forward. So that's their move action. Now they all get to take their second action, and for this one, I'll just fight the vapor snake. For this game, the blue die will be the good guys, that's me, and the black die is the enemies. This is a large vapor snake. It has fight +3, and my captain, he has fight +3 as well. So that's a 20 versus a 20. That's, I think they cancel each other out. That's two critical success. The large vapor snake has +3, and so did Grimeye. So that's a draw. No damage there. All right. Then it's the thug. He has fight +2. Oh no, he gets assists, of course. So that's +2 and +2. Ah no. Oh, it was a critical on defense. Nothing to do there. Next one. Vapor Snakes rolls 8, and my thug rolls 11, and my thug rolls 11. So that's 13, 14, plus 4 more. So that's 13, 17. All right. So they rolled 17 all in all. So minus the Vapor Snake's armor, which is 12. That brings it down, so it takes 5 wounds of damage. All right, so the Vapor Snake takes 5 wounds. I just need to get a die to show them. Okay, let's see if we can find some stuff here for that. So Vapor Snake, 5 points of damage, and those snakes, they have 12 health points, so they are going to take some fighting to take down. I could choose to push back the enemy. I won't. So next up is the Thief. He only has +1 to fight. Thief rolls a 9, Snake rolls 3, so 9, 10, 14, minus 12 armor, so that's 2 more damage. That brings it up to 7. They are tough. All right, 7 damage. That's all their actions. Then it's the wizard, and of course he needs to try and cast some kind of a spell. And I think he will try and cast a. Let's see if I can make it up here. No, he'll try to cast the strength spell on one of the thugs. So strength is a spell. It's passed on a 10, and that's 16. So that's a strength spell right there. There we go. So this guy gets +2 to fight. That's really good. That should bring me some more damage. Then it's the Apprentice, and the Apprentice also wants to group activate, and the first guy here can make it into combat. And let's see if the second dude can as well. Nah, he can't. So we'll just start moving this way. And we have the archer, the infantryman. Infantryman can go with this guy as well, and my apprentice. So they're just going to sneak along the board and try to. They are all over here at the edge behind all this scenery here. They're going to try and sneak over and get this treasure token. But I better gang up so I don't get too swamped. Let's see. The apprentice, he has to try and cast some kind of a spell. As well, he'll cast enchant weapon. That's cast on an 8, so that's a 10 for the apprentice. Let's see. Oh no, that's a 2, so he fails the roll by 8. So that gives him, let's see, 1 point of damage. That was quick. 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 2 points of damage. Damn. Well, at least that brings in some experience points. We get 5 XP for failing a spell and 10 XP for a successful one. 5 if it ended up wounding you. Second action, I'll take the thug over here at the vapor snake and try and see if we can kill it. So that's +4 to his dice roll, 3 to the vapor snake. Vapor snake rolls a 20 all in all. He wants a 10, 14, 16, 18, 20. A draw again. All right. Yeah, so they're standing there. Then it's the other minions. They can take a second movement action, but they can only move half the distance on that one. Let's just take the 2 archers. They need to get in here. First one goes up here. He can get a shot down the vapor snake there. There's 1 piece of intervening terrain, so that's -1 to his roll, and -1 for moving. Or is it plus to the other guy? I can't recall. I think it's plus to the other guy. Let's see. He rolls a 10. 12 on the Vapor Snake, so he can't hit anything anyways. Crossbowman goes up here and tries to take a shot. One piece of intervening terrain. Let's see if he hits something. No, he can't. And he has to reload his crossbow. Let's just get a close-up shot here of how this looks right. So that's the combat right there. Damn Vapor Snake. And 1, 2, 3, 4 guys wasn't able to bring it down. That's bad. The archers and the crossbowmen shooting the Vapor Snake over there. And these guys sneaking along here, trying to get over there and take that treasure. Right. Okay. So that was my activation for those guys. Now it's the Vapor Snakes. So if there's something in within line of sight, they'll move towards it, and they will. This has 5 movement, and you can see these guys, and the second movement as well. They'll try to move closer. Same goes for this one. So that's 7.5. And I think the others can see anything over there. No. And so that's a random movement for that Vapor Snake. And it's going 5 inches here, bumps into that broken pillar there, and the other Vapor Snake here bumps into that. And I think they stop moving at that point. Let's just see here. Movement, combat, shooting, damage, spellcasting, creature action. Page 70. Let's just see. Creature actions. Is the creature in combat? No. Is there a warband member inside? Yes. Blah, 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 move. Random movement. If no challenge, the creature activation ends. Okay. So they just move towards the closest visible woman. The creature will, yeah. So they stop there. And because nobody is close to the ballista golems, they're just going to hang out. Then it's turn number 2, and I have to see. Oh man! Already new Vapor Snakes are going to spawn, and at the end of each turn, roll under the Writhing Fumes encounter table below and place the creatures specified at the spawn point indicated. Okay, let's see. 5. A small Vapor Snake at number 5. So that's over here. Another Vapor Snake spawns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Near the treasure that I want to get. And that's how it is. That's how it is. Okay. My wizard would like to group activate again. They can't take a move action, so that's just going to end. And he has to take his move action first. Does he want to go any closer? I don't think he will. So he'll just start off by trying to cast a spell, and he'll try to cast Strength on his captain. Come on. Yes. So that's experience in the book. And Strength on the captain. That's very nice. I need to find some kind of token that I have loads of. Need to make some proper fantasy tokens. All right. So they get to fight. Please say hello when you jump in. Drop a message into chat so I can see who's watching. And thanks for joining. So first up is the captain. Let's see. So Captain rolls a freaking 2 and Vapor Snake rolls a 15. So Snake ends up at 18 and my Captain ends up at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's beat. He takes 4 points of damage. Ouch. Frick. All right. Next up is a thug. And the thug has a strength enhancement as well. See if he does better. He rolls a 10 and the Vapor Snake rolls an 8. So he's going to beat it. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18. He comes to 20 and that will be enough to finally kill the first Vapor Snake. That was good. That means this guy get his second action, and that will be a move, and he's going to move straight into combat with this Vapor Snake right there. Otherwise, it's just going to attack one of my other guys. Group activation down here, my Apprentice, and there's 2 guys. Right to stay out of line of sight of those snakes, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. So yeah, we'll be running up here and bring the Infantryman with him over here, and then the Apprentice himself, and he's going to try and cast a spell as well, and he's going to cast Enchant Weapon on the Infantryman. Let's see. Yes, success. Better use another counter for that. I simply can't figure out how to not get those short shutdowns in the camera. I can't find a fix. That's really annoying. So successfully cast there. Then they can take their second action, which is to move a bit further forward here. Let's just try and stay out of line of sight of that Vapor Snake there. Hopefully it won't get close. Okay, now then it's the enemy's turn. This one moves closer, and of course it makes it into combat with my archer. That sucks. I should have pre-measured. This one over here, it can see my guys. It's going to attack the one with the least health. That's the thug. And this one in there, it can't see anything, so it's moving away randomly. Bumps into here, and there it stops. And the Vapor Snake up there by the broken pillar, it moves over it and down here. Okay. Now it's my archer's turn, and he has to fight. Nothing to do about that. I'm just going to bring in the thief. He's free, and see if he can do some damage there. So thief attacking a large Vapor Snake. Snake rolls an 8 plus 3, that's 12, and my thug, my thief has plus 1 fight, 9, 10, 11. Vapor Snake wins, and he takes 3 points of damage, my thief. This is a brutal snake. Is it a Vapor Snake as in a smoke snake? Yes. So these snakes, this is some kind of a chemical alchemy workshop, and somehow somebody's been messing up some experiments 1,000 years ago and mixed something together that generates these weird magical vapors that somehow resemble snakes and attacks everything in sight. And they keep spawning because there's a lot of that alchemical stuff under these points. So that's rather nasty. Okay, now my crossbowman wants to get in here to this snake and see if he can do something about it. And the crossbowman also, he only has, I think he's only bringing a dagger to fight it. Oh no. So crossbowman rolls are 4, and he has support from 2 guys that bring him to 8 and 9 with his fight, so it's not even enough to beat the armor despite winning the combat. Last one is the archer. Let's see if he stands a chance. Roll high. Snake rolls 19 and he rolls 21, 22. Minus 12 armor from the snake, so that's 10 damage left for that, and minus 1 because he has a dagger, so 9 damage to the snake. Go archer, but not enough to bring it down, sadly. Mage, these guys, that guy, these guys. Oh, they're going to fight over there. I forgot to attack with that vapor snake. I better do that now. Snake rolls 9. My thug rolls 7, but it's not enough to damage him. He has 10 armor. Cheers. That's the end of the round. So it's time to spawn some more vapor snakes. This happens every turn. And I've brought down 1 in 2 turns. And they're spawning 1 or 2 each turn. So this will get crowded. 16. That's a lovely high number. Which brings us, let's see here. 16. A large vapor snake and a small vapor snake at spawn point number 1, which is perfect because that's where I want to go and get some treasure. Dang it. Okay. Wizard, come. They're also highly flammable, these vapor snakes, so if I try and use my elemental bolt, I'll set them on fire and they'll get even more dangerous for myself. And he can group activate. Let's see. He needs to do some group activation here and try and take out that vapor snake. First is their movement actions. So these guys move in here, and then I'm gonna group activate with the thief as well, and my wizard, he has to move. He's going to move up here, and he'll try to cast strength on the thug fighting alone. Let's see. Success. Awesome. So at least that's working out. He's pretty good with the spells. Another yellow thingy up for him. Okay. More experience points. So there's a cap on 300 experience points for a game. I don't think it'll be too hard to get there. Next up, I'll take the captain. Let's see if he can bring down the vapor snake. Snake rolls freaking 18, so 21, and my captain is on 7, 9, 10, 11, 13, 15, 17. So he takes 10 points of damage and he is dead. That was quick. Round number 3, and I've lost my captain. Stupid snake. Fuck. Let's see if you can bring down the snake. Yes, a 20 versus a 1. There's no way it's going to survive that with a strength spell and already being wounded. So away you go. But I'm really sad that I lost my captain already. Hot damn. Alright, Thief gets to take a second action. I don't know what to do. We'll move over here. Try to get to that treasure down there at some point. Apprentice, he can't group activate anything, so he's just going to pass the enchant weapon spell on the dwarf over there. No, he fails, and he fails by 7. So that's 1 point of damage for the apprentice for not being good with casting spells. Idiot. But now, oh no. So I'm not sure. I don't have any fireballs, but starting with turn 3, that's now. If a vapor snake is called upon to make a random move, it will instead move towards the doorway. So this one, it can see this guy. He'll move down here. That guy can move more here. And this guy, how fast is he? The small vapor snake moves 6, so that's 9 inches. That's all the way down there. This one can't see anybody, so he's moving towards the door. Can you see anything from there? I don't think he can. So he's just standing there. Let's just take a quick close-up. They can be hard. It's just my screen or the dice. No, the dice are hard to see. I need to find a better dice tray or some way of filming up close. Let's just see here if we get any. Oh no, did I just fuck this? God damn it! We go there and we go. Let's see. I just messed up my close-up camera. Huh. Well, I really don't know how I am at all going to get through this scenario. I think it's going to be damn tough, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's see if we can get a shot here, close up. Okay. Here. So these guys over here, 2 guys against a large vapor snake. These guys there, they just took down a snake, but lost my captain. That guy is fighting it alone, so he has to do some good rolls. These 2 are moving in. One of them at least is small. This guy is moving in. And there's a damn long way down to that door and to those treasures. So we'll see how that goes. So these are the supersized dice. Compared to mine, they are big, but it'll still be hard to see on the camera. I need a smaller dice tray at some point. Okay, group activations here. The wizard will try and group activate with the thug and himself, and I don't think he's going to. He can take a move action. He'll try and move in here into this building, and he'll try to summon an enhanced weapon for the thug, and he does. So that's nice. So the thug has better strength and a magic weapon. That's really good. But still not sure if he'll be able to beat it. Let's see. He rolls a 4. so that's not enough. He's going to win the combat, but it won't be enough to get through the armor. The snake rolls a 4 as well. That was the wizard. Apprentice, he'll just try to cast an enchanted weapon. He rolls a 7, so not enough. This time he won't take damage at least, but it's not enough to hurt it. And there's a snake in there. Sneak around the wall, staying outside here at the edge of the map and try to get in later. And that brings it to the snakes again. I can't activate any soldiers this time because they are too far away from my wizard. He's here. And they have to be within 3 inches. So they will move towards the most wounded model. And the one with the least wounds, it's the thug, and it can actually make it into combat and fight straight away. And luckily, I roll a 12 and it rolls a 5. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and it has 11 armor. So that's 5 damage for the small vapor snake. 5 damage right there. And then it's the big one. And it will not be able to make it into combat. Lucky for me, this one is going to make it into combat there. This one can move into combat there. And it doesn't have action. This one has an action. Let's see how the thief. Oh my god. So the thief is a worse fighter than the vapor snake. He has less armor. He does less damage. Snake rolls 10. He rolls 11. So he actually wins the fight, but he can't penetrate the armor. So they stand there. Big one down here gets shot off at the thug. Let's see. Oh no. 6, 9 on the vapor snake. It's not enough to go through his armor. I have my archers left. Crossbowman, he's going to start by reloading his crossbow. Action number 1, and trying to shoot the snake in the face. And he can't do more than 1 damage to it because he's trying to shoot vapor with a crossbow. So he wouldn't damage it anyways. It doesn't go through the armor of the snake. Archer tries something as well. He hits. He wounds it. 19, but he can't do more than, I think it's 1 damage on these. Maximum 1 damage from shooting. Yeah. It's hard to kill a cloud with an arrow. You have to get up close and spread it all over. Then it's my guys down here. First up is the Infantryman with the enchanted weapon. He should have a good chance against the small vapor snake. Let's see. He rolls a 10 and it rolls a 5. So he beats the vapor snake. He gets +3, so that's 13, and he does 2 points of damage. It's really not enough. One of the points of critique that Frostgrave often gives is that the D20 is too random and the combat is too brutal. I'm not sure I agree in this fight. I don't think to be able to hurt these snakes at all. The thug, he rolls. I should switch the dice. Snake wins. It rolls a 14 and gives that guy 3 points of damage. That was turn number 3, and I've got absolutely nowhere closer. These guys are fighting one-on-one. That's a bad deal. That guy's fighting by himself. These guys are fighting by themselves. He's fighting by himself. My original plan was to don't split up the party. Stay together Take out that snake, grab the treasure. Take out the other snake, grab the treasure. It was a good plan. It just didn't work at all. Frick. Let's see how many snakes come. A 9! So that brings 2 small vapor snakes at position number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I might have to do this scenario again. Or just go to the second one. Despite losing. So, 2 vapor snakes right there. Tough. My wizard wants to group activate. They have to do their movement action first. He needs to get out of that ruined house as quickly as possible. He's going over here. And he will try and cast Strength on the thug that's fighting a large vapor snake. Come on. 14. That's a success. At least he's going. He's really good casting a bunch of spells. It's just that his minions are really bad at getting anything done with them at all. The thug over here with the pickaxe, the prospector. Let's see if he can hammer down that vapor snake. He rolls a 1, a critical failure, and the vapor snake rolls an 18. You know, from now on, the black die is mine, and the blue die is the vapor snake die. It has the same color as them. Unbelievable. 18, 21, minus 11 from his armor. He has 10 health. He is out. 1 shot, and he is done. Ouch. Oh my goodness. Apprentice time. He will walk over here and he will try to make a strength enhancement on the infantryman fighting over here. Yes! Strength for him. That's for strength and a magical weapon. Woo. But my wizard is going to be messed up if there spawns enemies there. Okay. And since I'm playing solo, it's now the enemy's turn again. This one moves into combat over there. This one will move into combat with the one who is most wounded. That is the thief. He's going to move into this one, and this is going to move into, well, always towards the guy with the health. So that's 3 snakes fighting 1 guy. I'm not sure that he is going to have good night much longer. Poor little thug. That crossbowman, he's had a better day. The thief fighting 2 large vapor snakes. Oh, freaking frick. But we switched die. So let's just start with this vapor snake down here. It's not wounded yet, and it's fighting a thug with a with extra strength. Let's see. Yeah, it does. The blue die rolls another 1, and the black die, which is now mine, rolls an 11. Plus 4, so that's 15. That's 3 points of damage for that freaking snake. Unbelievable that I have to switch the dice to stand a chance. Next up, small vapor snake. And it rolls 18 versus my 5. So that's 19. That's 8 points of damage on my Infantryman. And he has... Ulrich has 10. Yes, 10 health. Oh my god. 2 health points left. I think it's time to start throwing arrays around some of those healing spells. This snake is fighting my thief. It wins the combat. It doesn't. It penetrates his armor by 2 because it has support from another monster. And the next vapor snake, I win that roll. 17, 18, and the vapor snake is 14, 17, 19, wins, and the thief is dead. He's off the board. He's killed. No more wounds. That's 3 guys down. By turn number 4. This is absolutely brutal. Wow. All right. If I'm lucky on the injury rolls, no harm done. I've still gotten some experience points. Let's take this guy. Oh, it's not good to. I'll roll with this little guy first. Stand up there, you little snake. So this guy on a thug with strength. Snake rolls 6, 5. It rolls 9, and my thug rolls 11, 15. So that's 4 points of damage to the vapor snake. That's good. Go thug. Next snake. There are 3 of them. 15, 16, 20. That beats me by a lot. And that brings this thug. That's Bewer. And Bewer is hurt by 9 points of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, 1 point of health lex. Last vapor snake, come on. Yes. 7, 8, 12, and he rolls 15 again. 15 minus its armor of 11, so that's 4 points of damage. It's not enough to kill it. It still has 1 point of health. It's tough. So he's holding up really well. Wounded 2 of the snakes, haven't been able to bring them down. Big snake trying to, I don't know, what does a vapor snake do? It doesn't eat. It's trying to vape. My Crossbowman. He rolls 18, a lot higher than him. So he takes 7 points of damage. I take it back. The D20 is brutal. Luckily for me, I'm happily married, so it's okay that I don't have any login games. Dang it. My turn. With my remnants of Boreas. Let's try with this thug up here. He can try and take down the already very wounded vapor snake, and he rolls a 9 versus a 19. He's dead. No way around that. Done. Oh my goodness. And they're dwarfs. There's no way they're going to outrun these if I just try to run for it. Okay, the archer is trying to shoot it. 1 point of damage, just take it out. Come on. Nope. He doesn't hit anything. Crossbowman trying to fight a large vapor snake. That's better than him. Yes! It rolled 16, I rolled 18. Woo! That's 6 points of damage right there. Not enough to kill it, but it made a dent. Over here, this fuck. 20 versus 10. This one is dead. Yes, I freed up a soldier. Awesome. Next up is the Infantryman. He's got augmented magical strength and a magic weapon. There's no way he should be able to botch this. And he doesn't. An 11 versus 5. So that brings him to a total of 13, 15, 16. So that's 5 more damage. And he has a great weapon. 5, 6, 7. That's enough to bring it down. Yes. But there's still a long way home. That was all, my guys. I don't think that I'll be able to get my archer and my crossbowman out of that, because they are going to attack the closest end. They are going to swarm these guys. No. They're going to eat my wizard. And these guys are free, and there's the apprentice. Let's see where the snakes spawn this turn. 12. A large vapor snake on position number 2. Well, at least it's not right in my face, but it's in my path. Right in front of the door of the weapon store. I'm not sure I've built the best kind of... Nah, it's a good build for the wizard. If he had been able to summon a bear. A bear is an excellent fighter. It has a ton of health. And I wouldn't mind it dying because he would just summon another bear from the woods. If he had been able to build a construct, he would have a giant automaton robot thing walking around that's been free, that's a good fighter and has a ton of health, and I wouldn't mind it dying. But he didn't. Because he's old and he's drinking too much. Stupid dwarf. I shouldn't, Jenkins. You're a good wizard. You're a good wizard. I just don't know how to get... He has to hide. Well, I think it's time for him to cast a healing spell. It's on a 14, and he's trying to heal. He's trying to heal Biwa, who is severely wounded. No, the infantryman. Let's see. Yes, yes, a 19. So that's a success. He's able to cure 5 points of health from Ulrich. That was nice. And it's another successful spell. More experience points, if I can get out alive. That was his first action. Second action. If only he was... He's going to hide. He's hiding over here, behind the tree. I should have brought an invisibility spell. That would have been good. That mechanic where the monsters move before my soldiers is very brutal. Very brutal. Apprentice. He picks up the treasure. You can carry that around. And let's see if we can get another healing spell off. There's no way he can do that. That's the 16. He can't do that. He can't do that. He can't do that. He can't do that. Let's just try and make a magical weapon. No. At least he doesn't take damage, but he fails that spell. And then it's the snakes again. This one, 6 movement, makes it into combat. It doesn't have action points left. Makes it into combat, doesn't have action points left. These freaking snakes. Are going to go in there, and they all have action points left for fighting. Let's start with the big one. On my crossbowman. I roll 18, it rolls a 3. 18, 19. So that's 7. That's 8 points of damage, enough to kill the large vapor snake. Some good crossbowman. Small vapor snake, come on. He rolls a 20 and it rolls a 5. Oh my god, he's the Rambo dwarf. And it only has 1 health point left, this little guy, so it's dead and gone. Yeah, nice. On to the archer. Bring it, come on. Vapor snake, that's already wounded. So it's a 3. I roll a 14. 15. So that's 4 points of damage. That brings it up to 8, and not enough to kill it. And the last vapor snake. Come on. I roll a 15 and it rolls an 8. So that's 16. 4 points of damage. Oh, these shooters are good. Way to go, Oaken and Beach. This one can't see anybody, so it'll just move towards the gate. And the golems can't see anything. That was a nice round. I should have had some of these from the start. Soldier face. Let's take the infantryman first. He's healed, he's wretched, he has a magical sword, and super strength. Yes! He rolls 11, and the snake only rolls 4, so 11, 13, 15, 16, and it's a large snake, so that's 6 points of damage. Good. Next up is the thug. It also has a strength spell. And he also rerolls 2 better than the snake. 15. So that takes 3 points of damage. Not enough. Right. This crossbowman is moving into combat down here. He has to try and support that arc. Or should you just make a run for it? He's gonna leave his comrade. He's making a run for it. Up there. If I can get that treasure and somehow get off the board with the treasure, that would be wonderful. But even if I get all the way up there to that gate, it's barricaded. I have to break it down first before I can even escape. And I'm not sure we're going to do that. We'll try. Okay. That was all, my guys. Time to see where the next vapor snake comes. And time on the 9. So that's 2 small vapor snakes on spot number 4. There. That archer. Poor archer. I forgot to attack with him. He's not going to take that chance. He's just going to stand there. He'll draw them in, sacrifice himself for the team. If only I had taken the animate construct spell, I would be able to take over one of those constructs over there. I don't know what to do. No, I don't know what to do. I'll just try and heal the thug that's in combat with a snake down there. And he doesn't. Way to go, wizard. And he'll just sneak closer to the objective while staying hidden. Next up is the Apprentice. Let's move him up here. And he will also try to heal that thug. And he rolls a 20, so that's successful. It's important. Viewer gets 5 health points left. That is important. That's really important. Come on. And now it's the snakes. Big one down here. Attacking viewer. Come on. Oh no. 18 and I roll 15. So 18, 7 points of damage. No amount of free healing will do anything about that. He's dead. Next snake. And it does have a second action, so I think it'll just move into combat there. Next snake on my Infantryman. Snake rolls 19 and he rolls 21. So he wins the combat. And that will be enough to bring down the already wounded Vapor Snake. Goodbye, snake. Yes. Over here. This one is moving up there. It's going to attack him. Roll a 20. Way to go, Archer. So 20, 21, 9 points of damage. And he can't even one-shot this one. And I'm not playing with the, there's rules in the system for critical hits doing 5 points of extra damage. I've forgotten about the rule until now, so I haven't played with it. And I'm not sure I wanted the monsters to do that to me. And 10 euros, awesome. So yeah, he didn't bring it down. It still has one health point left, and he's an archer. He's not supposed to be in close combat in the first place. Next snake. So even though the snake has 3 friends, it's only ending up at 9, and I rolled an 11. 12 for his fight. So that's 1 point of damage for this snake. I mean, that guy, he's surrounded by 4 dangerous vapor snakes, and he's moving them left and right and keeping them drawn in. That's awesome. Great guy. Survive. Soldier face. Let's see if this infantryman right here can bring down that snake right there. No. It rolls a 20. I roll a 15, 20, 11 in armor, so that's 9 points of damage left. And despite him being healed earlier, it's not enough to save him because he was still wounded by 3 wounds. So he's out as well. There's no kind of panic mechanics or anything like that in Frostgrave. So my warband is not going to run away. This archer is going to run over here and pick up the treasure. Now I have both treasures. Now I just need to get off the board and the game will end. And I can't leave the board for anywhere else than the barricaded door. And I have a wizard, an apprentice, an archer, and a crossbowman left. And I haven't even made it to the freaking ballista golems yet. Let's see where the vapor snakes spawn. 5! Yes, that's only one small snake. At point number 5, prepare to get blasted by magic. First up is my mage. My enchanter, Olaf, will try the leap spell. Magical leap. He rolls a 19, so that's a success. And treasures don't slow you down when playing solo, so he's able to jump 10 inches in a direction of his choice. So he will jump. He's a dwarf, so he should be able to hide. He jump down there and hide behind that pillar. Does he just make it outside the camera? No, we see him. Yeah, he's hiding there. Just out of sight. I mean, the vapor snake is going to move down there and then see him and move towards him again, but he won't make it into contact. And I have to look up on those I have to look up on those ballista golems. But that was my wizard. Now it's the apprentice turn, and the apprentice is going to throw an elemental bolt. Oh, it's a 16 roll. He can't make that. He's gonna try and blast the vapor snake. Nope. And he fails by 7, so that's 2 points of damage for him. And now you better run. Run, dwarf. Out of sight, out of mind. Get out of there. And hide. And then it's the snake's turn. Moving toward here, and it's going to make it into combat with him. And his next action, this one, moving toward there. Not sure you could see him actually. There's probably going to stand there. This one, moving towards the gate, and then its second movement action. You can see my wizard, and it moves towards him. Doesn't make it into combat, but he's getting really close. And then it's these guys again. Let's start with this one. And there goes the archer. 9, 10, 16, 11 out, so that's 5 points of damage. He's still standing. 2 HP left. Next vapor snake. He wins the. I'm not sure. 12, 18. And he rolls a 7. Yeah. He's down. He's dead. He's gone. Second action. Move towards this place. These guys. Move towards the objective of the gate. Okay. Then it's my soldiers. I have one soldier less. The crossbowman up here with the treasure. Let's see. He moves up here. Is there anything to get in cover behind? Not really. And then he spends his second action to reload the crossbow because he hasn't done that since the last time. Let's just see how those ballista golems move around. The ballista 2 construct will never make a random move. If there are no figures within line of sight and they are within, they will take no actions. Otherwise, they will make one move towards the doorway. So they are not going to do anything. They're just standing there guarding, but they can see my crossbowman from the next turn. Let's see where the snakes come. And I roll a 3, so that's only a single small vapor snake. Well, actually, out of small vapor snakes. And it comes at spawn point number 3, right in the middle. We remember this is a small one. Probably. We'll have to try. And then it's my wizard. And my wizard will start off by blasting that close vapor snake in the face with an elemental. Come on! 14, that's a success. So that's a +7 shooting attack. The black die is mine. 20, yes! 27. -12, so that's 15 points of damage. He blasts that bloody vapor snake away with a single bolt of lightning. Yes! Yes! That was awesome. And then he moves. Yeah, I'll just hope that he doesn't get blasted apart with ballista bolts from the golems because he has to start. He has to use one action of movement next turn. He might as well stay hidden at them. He'll stay out of sight, and next turn he can walk up to the door and try to smash it with his not too great strength. My apprentice is in combat. He can't cast a spell, so he'll just have to try and fight it out with a vapor snake. He rolls a 7, and it rolls a 5. Nothing to go through armor. He can't take his second action because he can't move. So he just ends up being stuck there. Snake time. This one doesn't have to make a random movement. It'll make it into combat on its second. Moving towards the gate. At least they only make one movement when they can't see anybody, and then they stop. But it's gonna get crowded up there. It's gonna get really crowded soon. They can't shoot into combat, so they are just standing there still. So I think that's actually lucky for me. But take a look at that. That right there would be a beautiful place for an elemental ball or a grenade or some other area of effect spell that could take out them all at the same time. I don't have anything like that. And there's my wizard hiding. If he can break down the door and get out, he'll just have to go into that old weapon factory all in himself. And let's hope all the guys don't die. The crossbowman, will he try to fight the small vapor snake? Yes, he will. And he rolls an 18 versus a 13. So that's 19, that ace. That's 7 points of damage to the snake. Not enough to bring it down, but it's a start. It's a start. And That snake down there has to attack my apprentice. Next turn. Oh no. Spawning more vapor snakes. 8. That's 2 small vapor snakes. And at point number 3. 1, 2, 3. Right in the middle. That's a lot of monsters. Lots of monsters. Alright. First action, going up to the door. Second action, try to smash it. And that's a target number of 14. And he has 5 plus 2. Come on, dwarf. 5. So that's a 7. Not nearly enough. And these guys are going to shoot in a bit. My apprentice, fighting for his life. Come, apprentice. No, but they roll low, both of them, so they can't damage. Next up is the vapor snakes. This one trying to bring down the crossbowman first. No damage. This one can see him, make it into combat. This one can see him, make it into combat. And I don't even know with these guys. They probably can't see anything anymore. So they are making one random move towards the gate. There is absolutely no way that I'm getting out of here. The vapor snake with my apprentice. He rolls a 20. Yes. Yes. So he gives it 9 damage. Not enough to kill it. Not enough to kill it. But freaking close. Okay. Soldier face. My crossbowman is just going. No, ballistic golems. They're going to shoot my guy. My wizard. First ballistic golem. Please don't hit anything. I roll a 12. It rolls a 12. I roll a 19. I'm safe. Next, come on. Don't hit. I roll a 13. It rolls a 9. Yes. Wizard alive. More vapor snakes. 17. A large and a small vapor snake. I don't know. At position number 2. Right. So that's there. Right near my wizard. Let's see if he can smash the door. First action, try and smash the door. Second action, hopefully a movement off the board. Then I would call it a win. I need a 12. 3. Fuck. That's it. Apprentice, come on, bring it down. No. 20. Minus his armor of 10, so that's 10 damage. My apprentice is out as well. Creature face. Can they make it? This is what it comes down to. Yes, with 2 actions, they will make it in there, and he's locked down. I'm just gonna call it quits. There is no way he can make it out of that without being ripped apart. Welcome to Frostgrave 2nd edition. That was brutal. Let's I'm just gonna put up the rulebook here, and we're going to see if there will be anything left of this warband for scenario number 2. I'm just gonna play it, despite losing, perhaps with some penalties. But let's see here. Campaign section. Injury and death. I have to roll on the entire team. Soldiers. Okay. My archer. 14. Full recovery. Thank you. Infantryman. Will I go to a close-up look of the guys potentially dying? Let's see. Come on. A 3. Dead. Well, at least I painted him up, used him for 1 game. Now he's dead. I'm gonna paint another mini. I always do that. Goodbye. Thief. Full recovery. Thank God, you're free. Thug. 6. Badly wounded. He's going to miss the next game, but he's free. So I'll just grab another one. Another thug. Yeah, he's free as well. There's no reason to roll for him. Or him. But the captain. Come on, Grim Eye. Full recovery. Yes. Yes. The Crossbowman who fought valiantly. Full recovery. Yes. Yes. I called that a win. Let's see with my Apprentice, who also got badly wounded. Where is he? He is there. Come on. 6. Badly wounded. The spellcaster has received a major injury that will take time to heal. The player has the choice to play a game without the injured spellcaster or pay 150 gold coins to an apothecary, and I have 0 cash. So I will have to go into debt. Or around that. I can't play a game without my apprentice. So I'm 150 gold coins in debt on this adventure. Let's see my wizard. What's that? An 18. Full recovery. Yes. So that's a win. I've got enough experience here. Let's just count out the experience. Yeah, shall we? 5, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 30, 135 experience points from spells and monsters. Did he open the doorway? No. Did he kill a ballista golem? No. Did he secure a treasure token? No. Did anybody exit the door? No. But he took part in the scenario. That gives us 40 XP. Also 175 experience points. He's now level 1. Going up from 0 to 1. Yes. No way the second scenario can go any worse than this. So what's the story? Well, they got swamped. And as night descended on the battlefield, a gust of wind swept across, and those vapor snakes were evaporated by these stormy winds. My warband was able to crawl into an inn and hide, lick their wounds, take some time, and then sneak into the weapon shop. That must be the story right here. But not a great start. All right. Thanks for watching. I had fun. This was a brutal scenario. Very brutal. the constant spawning of these vapor snakes was so hard compared to when monsters spawn from picking up treasure. In the next scenario, I'll be fighting against gnolls and I'll be using my dungeon board, so I just need to expand it a bit. That's gonna be a completely different game. Lots of doors and corners. I'll have to watch those. Thank you, Miller. If you enjoy videos like this, please consider dropping likes on some of my social media platforms. I'll just drop some links in the chat. I'm going to jump over to my Discord channel. It's a great hobby community to hang out there for a bit. Please take a look in there. Thanks for watching.